Hello and welcome to the Gaming Chronicles. Today we will continue Phantasy Star 2 from the Sega Genesis Classics Library. So let's fire it up. Alrighty, in our previous episode we finished the third dungeon of Dizo, the Nightmarish Ikuto. Fortunately, we knew the way, so it wasn't as nightmarish as it is when you're going your first way through, which is just awful. Even with the clue book, if you have the clue book, it's not so easy. Well, and even when we were doing our run through it, I took a wrong turn, I took a wrong pitfall, and as we saw, I ended up on the in the wrong room, on the floor that we wanted to get the Nay Slasher. Okay, so in this episode, we will be going to. Actually, we need to re-equip with the Magic Cap. There we go. We will be going to the last dungeon of Dizo, Naval, Naval, whatever. And as we can see, Rolf is level 34, Ruta 33, Anna 33, and Amy 31. Amy now has the powerful Nassar spell, which heals all party members. And we are more or less to the end game, almost. We just have this dungeon left, and then it's off to the Noah spaceship. So to get to Naval, we have to go to the Skewer spaceport. So we're gonna go equip the Naymet first. Okay. Alright, so we have to traipsy through the Skewer spaceport in order to get where we want to go. And that's fine. It's not a terrible long walk. And we are much more powerful than the last time we were here. So these fights are going to be quite trivial. And we've got that nice Nay Slasher, the Nay Shot. Of course, if we're gonna miss. Alright, there we go. Oh, yay. Oh, nice. You just one-shotted an Orenga? It's fantastic. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Nice and easy. Okay, the random encounters are quite frequent today. Okay, I think we want to take. Let me look at my map real quick. The chute to the south, right? Yeah, we want to take the chute or the teleporter, whatever you want to call it. They look like chutes that you would just slide down. Let's see. Is this right? Yeah. Chutes and ladders. Okay, and then from here, it's just straight up, right? Trying to go off memory. Alright. Yes. And then it's just jaunt to the south. More robots. We love robots. Not really. Let's go ahead and use the snow crown. Yeah. Nice. Very good. And if we just head straight to the south in this manner, I think you can also, excuse me. I think you can go through the crevice to get up here too, I think. We'll keep an eye out for a set of stairs. What, really? I thought for sure I would be able to take him out in one round. Let's see, it doesn't look like there's a set of stairs. So maybe not. Okay. Appears that secure spaceport is the only way. Oh my goodness, 4 orangus. Oh, don't miss, Rudo. Should be decent experience. Yeah, not bad. Oh, got to turn east. Okay, our baddies just don't. They don't want us to get to where we're going, huh, do they? Kablooey! One tractor, or not tractor, Spectre. The tractor bases, I think, are only found in the spaceport. Maybe they're found on the outside, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. Alright, here we go. We have made it. Oh, that was a lovely little crack in the voice. Oh, I need some water. Alrighty, so Naval. I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce it, so Naval. Let's see. Naval, 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 Naval. They all sound like they could be right. Well, maybe not naval. That reminds me too much of like a navel orange. Anyway. Where do we start? Do we start? Okay. Man, Rolf's already kind of taking a beating. He's already down 65 health. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Shall we take the southern? Yeah, let's take the southern steps first. And actually, I'm gonna wander around. Actually, no, I'm not. I was gonna say I'm gonna wander around the first floor to see if this is a good grinding area, and I'm not gonna worry about that just because I don't want to walk all the way from Skewer Spaceport to this town. Get him. Okay. Alright, stand by. Okay, apologies for the break in the music there. Or I should say the weird break in the music there. Whatever you want to say. I had a important incoming call that I did have to take. Oh, and we just got ambushed by 3 mystery capes. Mr. Capes. Whatever they're supposed to be. You know, these abbreviations, while... Oopsies. My bad. That's the fast forward button, which I don't like to use on just regular episode playthrough. But while I'm grinding, I have no problem using it. It saves a lot of time. It probably speeds up the like the grinding aspect of it. Ooh, look at all those juicy chests. Chests. How about that? Chests. Anyway, the fast forward button. We'll talk more about that. Well, not really. We'll just mention it now. So the fast forward button, as you can see, it makes you go a lot faster. And in regular gameplay, on doing the episodes, the actual chronicling of the game, I prefer just to go at this the regular speed, not to use it. Granted, yeah, it's slow, but oh, Firefall. Okay, let's go ahead and use that Snow Crown. Rolf, let's go ahead and get you up a little bit. But anyway, I just yeah, prefer not to use it on regular playthrough. I feel that does it cheapen gameplay? How am I trying to word that? I don't know. It just maybe it's the experience. I like to do the actual chronicling of it, and experience the game the way that it was originally intended. But yeah, off-screening and grinding, I have no problem with using the fast forward button. Holy smoke! 2 Arc Dragons. Arc Dragons? Arch Dragons? I think it's Arc Dragons. What do we do? I guess let's just fight and see how it goes. The Snow Crown will save us. Let's see, still did 20-something damage. Still at 30 on Amy. Jeez. Yeah, this dungeon's no joke. And this is how the last dungeon is. The spaceship Noah. Ow! They've got a lot of health. Almost 5,000 experience, though. Dang. And Naval has Cape 1. I don't know that I'll be able to take you down in one round, so I'm not going to risk it. Ouch. Yep, no, wouldn't have taken him down in one round. 2,800 experience just for one guy. Alright, and I think we're at the top. So, let's go ahead and we'll take this walkway here that's closest to us. And we want to fall to the right. And then to the right again. And then from the bottom left, I believe. Oh no, we missed. Garbage. Okay. That's embarrassing. Okay, I need to look at my map. So we fall from the top to the right, to the right, to the right, right, right. Do we need to fall from the right again? Yeah, I think I just miscalculated that. Bother. Okay. My bad. Here we go, marching up the stairs again. This place would be a good place to grind up to level 40 even, if it wasn't such a pain to get to. Okay. Oh well, it's experience. Just gotta keep telling ourselves that. Oh man. What do we got? An arc dragon? Let's go ahead and heal ourselves up a little bit. Ouch. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Excuse me. Alright, let's go, boys. Fire dragon. I think these are the lowest level of the dragons, right? I want to say. Let's see how much damage he does. 215 to 1, yeah. Did less than, or did just over 20. So. And I think the most powerful ones are the Mega Dragons. And those are on the Spaceship Noah. Those guys are nasty no matter what. Okay, we're gonna try and be careful with our steps we take, just because I really don't want to take any unnecessary fights. And this is what I was talking about in an earlier episode. Oh boy, a Cape 1. Oh no! I'm surprised that it did its single person attack. It rarely ever does it. It usually just does that. Similar to how like those living flame enemies usually just do the waterfall. The basically that curtain of fire that is the AoE. So this is what I was talking about in an earlier episode about minding your steps. Let's see, these are shadows, right? Being very careful to take as few steps as possible. It doesn't seem like it makes a difference. And let's see. Let's go ahead and throw a couple of Gyres on you guys. So it may or may not make a difference. Because of just the random generation or the random occurrences, excuse me, of fights, right? However, it doesn't hurt to be cautious, or it doesn't you know, hurt to do so. So it really is a good practice as far as... Oh, we didn't need to do that another time. There we go. Anyway, yeah, it's just really is a good practice, and something that I personally didn't care about on the on the actual chronicling of the game, because of how I prefer to play is to just take the fights, get the experience, and so forth. Okay, so here is, I think, the Ney shield. Yeah. And I think this is the only piece of gear in here. Okay, so now we've got to go back down. I thought those were damage fields. Maybe not. Okay, so here we go again. And so as you can see, this dungeon is not complicated at all. It's just a matter of knowing what direction to fall, really. The stairs are one-way paths. You just have to do it 4 times. Alrighty, so here we go again. Oh boy. All the way to the top. Okay, let's go ahead and cast Snow Crown. Oof. Got him. Alright, Amy went up a level. Excellent. What do we got? Fire Dragon. Okay. Fight. Alright, while we're in here, there's something I wanted to do here. I'm gonna pull up the old manual for this game. So, I think I may have mentioned in an early episode that... Oh, we don't need to do that. In an early episode of this game, that when I bought it, I didn't buy this game with the clue book, and I don't think that it came with a manual, actually. Did it come with a manual? If it did, I never read it. Because I didn't think that I didn't think I needed it, because of how I had played it here and there a little at my friend's house. And so I thought, I don't need this book. I can do all this by myself. So anyway, as we're moseying on up to the top floor again, yeah, I'm just gonna pull this up here. Okay, so 2 Arc Dragons. Okay, yeah, this will take us a minute. Alrighty, so here in the manual, it gives you a little bit of a backstory, right? It tells you about the Algo star system. And interestingly enough, there's a picture of a planet that goes in an elliptical orbit. So it's basically opposite that of the other 2 planets. And I don't know that any player gives any thought to what that could mean. I know I sure didn't when I played this through. So anyway, so someone makes an illustration that is actually very relevant, or will be very relevant to a later time, to a later game actually. But you don't know that. Anyway, talks about Palm, the economic and intellectual stronghold of the system. And then it talks about, let's see, thinkers and rulers live here, high in ivory towers, away from the hubbub of everyday life. And then you have Moda, the shining jewel. A fertile farm planet is a tropical paradise, peaceful, prosperous, and happy. On Moda, everyone has everything they want. No one has to work hard, or even work at all. So, of course, we know that that's not how it always was from Phantasy Star 1. Dizo is the farthest out, and the most mysterious. Not much is known about this dark planet. And then it talks about how Moda's history is the most troubled. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with that. From far in her past comes the legend of Alice, however you say it. I pronounce it Alice. That's how I pronounced it as a kid. So it stuck. Anyway, Alice, the courageous young woman who fiercely fought and succeeded in ridding Moda of the evil Professor Lassic. That was supposed to be Palma, actually. So that was a typo. Moda, yeah, Motavia is not where Lassic was. Palma is where Lassic, the Lashik family, ruled. And so anyway, so that's wrong. Even though that's technically correct, because Lassic ruled Moda as well, because they were starting to colonize Moda, right? Anyway, we'll just accept it as is. So another tragedy now oppresses Moda. This one is far worse than Lassic. Not a person, but an unknown evil being. Oh, wait, where am I going? I needed to go west, not east. You fool! Alright, let's see how much they're gonna beat on me. Oh, probably quite a bit if we're gonna be missing our, let's see, hit 15. Ow. Okay, let's get him. So everything is affected by this unknown evil. The climate, the machinery, and even nature. So it starts about, so then it talks about the, the biomonsters. They terrify, they destroy. No longer does anyone venture outside a city unless they don't want to return. So it gives us, a good idea of how dangerous it is on Moda. No one knows why. Let's see. Let's use this fight as an opportunity to oop, not Magic Cap. That's not going to do anything. Alright, there we go. Okay, so anyway, talks about the biomonster threat, and it asks, what's happened to Mother Brain? Why isn't Mother Brain protecting the people? Why is Mother Brain ignoring everybody? Blah blah blah. And why have things gone wrong? Who can solve this? Who's brave enough? And then enter our heroes. And then it talks about, let's see, let's go down here. I think we have to scroll down several pages. Then it goes and talks about the nightmare that Rolf experiences. Okay, here we go. Now we went to the right side of the dungeon, the correct side. That was a goof. Okay, we need to go... Let me check my map. We need to fall to the north, right? Yes. Fall to the north. And then, let's see, where are we? Oh, is it to the south? I can't tell. Looking at this. This shouldn't be this hard. Okay, I think it's to the north. Okay, there we go. Alright, true sleeves. We don't need those. And trimate. Yay! Okay, so now... Oh, we'll be attacked by a Sackhoff. And the 2 pieces of Neg gear in here we do not need. But I thought... Isn't there a Laconian email in here? Because Amy... I didn't buy another Laconian email because I was counting on finding it. I thought one of these dungeons had it. And I know I haven't left any treasure behind. Let's check everyone's gear. Laconian dagger. I'd put that on Amy if she could equip it, but she can't. There's a phone, Laconian sword. Yeah. Don't have it. True sleeves, color scarf. I need to remember I have the color scarf. That casts Saner or Soner. Anyway, going back to our manual, goes through controls, blah 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 blah. I need to scroll all the way down here. Shops. Let's see, anything else interesting in here? Tells about how Nay, the human who is not a human. Exploring the planet. Fighting biomonsters. Let's see. Oh, and in this manual, it calls your party members comrades, which is very odd, because usually in at least North American versions of video games that come from Japan, they usually call your party members either your party members or your allies. In the 80s, the word comrade was almost synonymously or unanimously, whatever the right word is, associated with the state of the USSR, Russia. And in the 80s, that wasn't a good thing. That was, you know, Cold War days. And so you got a video game manual that had the word comrade in it. All of a sudden, and this is real, it wasn't a video game manual anymore. It was propaganda. For reals. Not making this up. If you had any kind of literature that had words in it, even if they were in English, but that denoted something of Russian origin or associated with Russian, with the USSR, yeah, it was propaganda. And that's how paranoid people were back in the 80s. Anyway, so everyone's a comrade. And let's go down here. Oh, one thing that the manual did do. Let's see. Let's go ahead and have Anna use the Amber Robe. Okay, so one thing that the manual did do here, let's see, scrolling down. Oh, talking about techniques. This is one thing that I tried to explain in words, and the words didn't come out very well. So, techniques. Over thousands of years, the Algo solar system has formed and created many magic techniques, and different life forms such as human and biomonsters have evolved their own special and protective magics. So so I think in a previous episode I said that techniques weren't magic. Well, they're a type of magic, right? They're a specific type of magic. I didn't explain that well enough. Oops, and I did a double snow crown. That's awesome. Anyway, so there's special types of magic unique to the Algo star system. But I can't say it. Anyway, and then it talks about all of the different types of the technique magic. Excuse me. And then it talks about the ocarina pipes, which are just your escapipes, hydapipes, telepipes. Okay, I need to look at my dungeon. We go to, let's see, we fall to the left, right? Yeah. Now on this one, I believe we have to fall from here. No, I missed. Oh, crap. This is embarrassing. Oh, man. You've got to be kidding me. How did I'm looking straight at the map. How am I misinterpreting the map? This is awful. I am the worst map reader ever. Ugh. I mean, fortunately, we can basically be here all day. We're not going to, just... really? Ambushed by 2 wrestlers, that's embarrassing. Alright. Let's go back up the stairs. Man. What do we got? 3 dark sides. Okay. So back to the manual. We've got plenty of time to go through this. I think I was going to mention the hide-a-pipe. The hide-a-pipe is useless. Ouch. Let's go ahead and throw a heal on basically everybody except Rolf. Okay, yeah, the hide-a-pipe is useless. Only like super weak enemies that are many levels below you actually does it affect, so it's like, nah. Let's see, the medicine, combat clothing. Now here it actually gives you some descriptors that are useful, like for example, the crystal chest is as powerful as Gra magic. And there are some descriptors that I'm not so sure about the accuracy of it, like for example, fiber coats and caps protect you from poison and acid. is that true? Like, do they resist poison, or do they prevent you from getting poisoned? I'm not so sure about that, if that's, truly valid. Even if it's true, it's like, what are the success chances, or the chances that like it gives you to resist poison or acid versus just other gear, right? Okay. Oops. And that'll do. Okay, nothing special to mention about, or nothing of note to mention about helmets. Oh wait, except it does tell you how the crest gear, is it Cresta gear? Or Kresha, is it Kresha gear? Kreska gear? I don't know. It's spelled out, so it the way that it appears in, oh, it means poison. Oh, that's right. It's not a combat spell. So I call it Kresta gear. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, but that's the full name of it. It's fully spelled out. And Storm gear, they do say that they have Gyres and... Alright, Ruda went up. The associated with magics. Or the magics which with they are associated. I'm struggling with words today. So anyway, and then crowns, it doesn't mention the snow crown, which I find is a little bit of a troll, because it's one of the most needed items in the game. I mean, you truly need it. Anyway, we're only on the 3rd floor, aren't we? Ugh. Alright, let's get this done with. Wizards! Headgear, jewels, scarves. Scarves, it just says some of these have the same effect as Zan or Nur magics. So we know that the wind scarf has, dang it. Wind scarf is Zan or Gizan, and the color scarf is Sanur or Saner. Let's do this. That's the nice thing about these items that gives you the Gyres technique, is that you don't have to worry too much about running out of medicine in dungeons. You can just put your snow crown up and heal your party up like this. Yeah, granted, it elongates the time you're in the dungeon, but it's fine. Get that glow sword down. Heck, if we keep this up, man, we're gonna be level 36 before. We're also gonna be 36 before we even get out of here. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the manual for a second while we're doing this fight. The fire staff has the same effective as, or is as effective as void magic. Laconian dagger and sword. Ah, Laconia, the sturdy metal found only in the Algo star system. Alright, and it went up a level. They should actually mention that it's only found on Dizo in the Moda star system, because it's not found in the Algo system. It's not found on Moda, and it's not found on Palma. Okay, yeah. I want to see how much Mr. Death does when he fights us. 27. 15, not bad. I was truly expecting him to do more damage. Okay, anyway, so the laser shot and cannon, the sword, very dangerous weapons that only you can handle. Yeah, this is one of those manuals that talks to the player in second person, as if, you know, you are Rolf, or Eusis, as the compendium states. Okay, get that dragon down. Alright. Let's check it out. So we got... Yeah, everybody but Rolf has gone up a level. And by now, it's like... everyone is at least... I think I want to say 100 and... it's like 125,000 experience. Ooh, I didn't do my snow crown. And we're gonna take a beating. Oh, yeah, it's not cool. Dang it. Well, I might as well just fight it out. Ow. Okay. What was I saying? Let's see. Oh, the yeah, how the manual talks to the player like you are Rolf, right? Second person narrative in some places like this. Okay. So let's try this again. Let's not embarrass ourselves like we did last time. Okay, so we have to fall to the left. Is it just the left again? I mean, seriously, this is... 3. Yeah, it is the left again. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I am having such troubles reading these maps. Now, unfortunately... Amy... cannot equip this. Ah, so frustrating. And I don't think that Amy can equip the true sleeves either. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll fall to the bottom. Alright, this will be our last trip up the stairs. We are not going to make the same mistake we did twice already now. We are going to fall in the correct direction. I guess let me just tell you what's deceptive about looking at these maps is that they're not on. Let's go ahead and. Oh. Let's go ahead and use this opportunity to heal up a bit. Is that they're well, they are in grid. Like they're not written out on graph paper. When I had originally done the Phantasy Star 2 maps when I was a kid, I did do them on graph paper. Yeah. But then once I was able to computerize them, I did. So they're still in grid formation, right? They're still in grid format. They're just not. I don't know. They're just not in detail enough. It's no excuse. I'm just terrible at reading my maps. I might have I might have done well to actually use an online resource for these maps, because this has been quite the embarrassment of reading my maps wrong. But this is not. This is definitely not the first chronicled game that I've read my maps wrong or had wrong information on a map, and I am sure that it will not be the last. Anyway, back to the manual. So it calls the Ney sword a very dangerous weapon. It's like, really? That's the only descriptor you have for the Ney sword? How about the fact that it's the most legendary weapon in the Algo solar system? Or, you know, the most legendary weapon in all of the Phantasy Star series, right? None of that. Just that it's a very dangerous weapon that only you can handle. Well, thanks. I'm the only party member that can handle swords, so that doesn't really tell me anything anyway. Let's see, shotguns, talked about slashers, the bars or claws. Oh, dang it, did I forget to, yep, I did. Okay. Rudo's Ney shot pulls us through. Okay, so then, this is one thing that I actually have gotten wrong. And one of the reasons why I wanted to actually pull up the manual. I was browsing through this the other day and I saw this. The Sword of Ango. And I looked at that and I thought, wait a minute. The Sword of Ango? I thought the whole time it was the Sword of Angst. Or as my friends thought, the Sword of Anger. This whole time, many, many years, what was that, 31 damage? It's still decent damage with the snow ground. Anyway, the Sword of Ango. It's not the Sword of Angst, the Sword of Anger, the Sword of Ango. Now, whatever. It's like the character limit cut it off, so that the O wasn't on there, causing you know, decades of confusion among players. Of course, if you read the manual, there's no confusing about it. But yes, so in the earlier episode when I called it the Sword of Angst or Anger, completely wrong. And we just got ambushed by 2 Arc Dragons, which is not fun. Ouch! As you can see, they do about 60 damage, or, you know, give or take, you know, plus or minus 10, depending on the party member that they decide to incinerate at the time. Dang, that was pretty hurty. Let's get rid of one of them before we start healing. So, oof. This is gonna be a hurty fight. 40. 30. Alright, let's just take him down. This is not a fight worth trying to, like, heal up on. We can do that in our next fight, unless it's another 2 Arc Dragons. Then we will need to do so out of necessity. Come on, get him down. Oh! Picking on Amy, picking on the healer. I see what you're doing. Okay, we're actually gonna have to cast, ooh, not River. Narez on myself. Let's go ahead and just, yeah, that'll be good. Just have Amy heal herself to the top. 2 Arc Dragons, are you for real? I didn't want to be able to forecast that, but it happened. As long as they attack Rudo and Rolf. Nope. Couldn't have been that kind. go ahead and just fight again. I'm glad that at least when they were programming this game, they made it so your items that you used have infinite charges, because otherwise, if you would have to like repair or recharge your items, that would have been awful. Because you have to use these things. There's just no way around it. Like the survivability and just the quality of gameplay would decrease so drastically if you couldn't use you know, these items that cast Gyres, the Snow Crown that casts D-Ban, without, you know, without reservation, right? So anyway, the Sword of Ango. Yeah, it wasn't until just within the last few days that I learned that that was the real name. Since I had never read the manual. I had never felt the need to, since my friend was the one who, excuse me, showed me how to play this game, and so I didn't need to, you know, I didn't look at the manual to know how to play. That's why you read the manual, is to know how to play, not to learn all these random little, you know, gems in there that you might not appreciate as a kid, right? So then it talks about shields and emails. It does say that the Aegis has Gyres magic. So that's neat. I think it's so rude though that it doesn't mention that the Snow Crown has D-Ban. Okay, and then it goes, and then down to the what am I trying to say? The name email, right? So let's see, we need to walk east. Oh, so this statue is actually important to what I'm about to read. So the email. The email. A treasured gift from the Espers, a super race of humans, now extinct. The Emil is the strongest of all the protective gear. So this little point in the manual has actually sparked much debate among the Phantasy Star community, or at least it used to. I don't know if it still does. Probably not. Probably people have either gotten over it or don't care anymore because so many years have passed. I haven't been on you know, I haven't been on a Phantasy Star forum for many years. But anyway, when it mentions that the Espers are extinct, that caused not an uproar per se, but a point of debate, because of how in Phantasy Star 4 we meet Espers, right? We meet the Esper mansion is now full of Espers. It's not just Lutz. In this game, Phantasy Star 2, I think I have to fall south, right? Yeah. All right, we did it correctly. So anyway, in this game, mirror email. Oh. So anybody can use a trimate? I guess let's have Amy use one, since she's the one who ultimately needs that. There it is, the Laconian email. Oh my goodness. Literally the second to last piece of gear that we looted in the game. Right hand. Yeah, defense 340. That's what we need. And then Use it on Rudo. We don't need to, but we just need space to loot green sleeves, which we're not going to use. Anyway, so going back to the Espers, right? We see that they are alive in Phantasy Star 4, but in Phantasy Star 2, Lutz does not name the Espers as well. He doesn't name all those people as his Espers. I think they're named as his workers or something like that. So they're just Paulmans, right? That have that fled to Dizo, and some have argued that, well, the manual just does that to hide the fact that there really are Espers. They're not really extinct. The manual is speaking to you as if it's from the perspective of the Paulman government and all this, and some crazy theories about how the Espers actually survived, right, and how they show up in Phantasy Star 4. And any one of them could be viable if you think about it. I mean, let's look at the let's see, Rolf, Ryuka. Let's look at the what am I trying to think of? Let's look at the Star Wars series, right? And how many and how many different stories or video games or different individual accounts of Jedi who survived Order 66, right? If you had watched the original Star Wars growing up, you were dead sure that all of the Jedi had been extinct, but then you find out, well, no, it's actually not right. Well, so that's the kind of I guess philosophy or idealism or ideas. I don't know. I don't know what the right word is. I'm struggling with words today. So anyway, so what we're doing right now, we're gonna give all of our we're gonna reorganize. Let's see, Amy. And then we want to give all our extra gear to Sure. Item. Let's see, we don't need a magic cap. And keep the crystal chest, I guess. Even though we really don't need it. Prism, Star Mist, Trimate. Conian Dagger, give that to Sure. Rudo. We have to have the Nay Shield, I think, equipped. Or in the someone in the party. I think. So we'll just let him have it. Truth Sleeves. Oh, yeah, nothing happens. That's right. Item. My bad. Give it to Sure. Amy. Give your fire shafts to Sure. Let's see, Truth Sleeves you keep. Color Scarf keep. Fire Staff. Give that to Sure. Okay, I think that's all we need to give to her. Yep. Oh man, you're full on gear, so let's sell some of your stuff. We might actually just have to sell let's see, let's sell the telepipe. go ahead and sell the green sleeves, I guess. And 2 fire staffs. We'll keep. They're just for sentimental purposes. Okay, let's give those trimates. To our main party members. What? Oops, that was dumb. Give it to Rudo. Okay. Alrighty, so the reason why we came back to Mota is because we're gonna have Sure start to steal stuff. We have all of the legendary weapons except for the Nay sword. We have to get that to Lutz though. Once we go back to the mansion. So Mota is our next stop because excuse me. Because now we have another eternal, or not eternal grind, but it's another thing that we have to do. So anyway, that will be Sure stealing stuff from the item shop, right? So anyway, we need Star Mists and we need Moon Dews, and we're gonna need a lot of them. So I think that what I'm going to do is, yep, we are the guys in the pictures of the wanted. I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get all of my items off screen, and then the next episode will actually be of us. We'll go back to Dizo, we'll go through Skewer, and then we'll go through Noah, and hopefully be able to defeat Dark Force and Mother Brain, the 2 end bosses. So anyway, let's go save our game. Or actually, let's go to the hospital first. Let's make sure Rolf has the name add-on, because the next time that we leave, nope, thank you. And I'm pretty sure that we can steal Star Mist and Moon Dews from Okay, so anyway, we've accomplished a lot today. We did a lot of walking, but we got a lot of experience. And so after I do a bunch of off-screening and have Sure steal a bunch of stuff, which takes a long time. I might even just do some on-screen time of it just to illustrate it. You can probably read from the compendium like I was planning on doing at the same time. So anyway, and then maybe just ramble on more about the espers and stuff like that. But anyway, that'll be it for today. So until our next episode, so long for now. And hopefully I won't struggle with words.